class is called Feeling Stuck, Wrestle Up, right? What this really is how can you feel like you're good at wrestling when you suck at wrestling like myself, okay? We're gonna do conceptually like what I am thinking about when I am trying to wrestle up, right? So every time I try to teach, my goal is to try to think about like, hey, what are some things that I can get you as a student to think about, right? So that you can just focus on thinking about maybe a rule or two rather than like, oh, what's that one wrestle up that my grandmaster taught me when the fucking moon is aligned just right? Nah, shit doesn't work, man, okay? Nobody's gonna remember everything, right? So if you don't remember the techniques that we do today, right? Our good handy dandy Ken is recording, okay? But just try to remember conceptually the rules that I'm gonna talk about, okay? So we have our handy dandy, okay, Mr. Kyle here, okay? We're gonna start from when our opponent is standing up, right? The way I like to kind of do stuff like this is like, as distance is starting in between us, and then we'll go closer, 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 and closer. Okay, sounds good? All right. So, first and foremost, when I am, you know, whatever I did, I came out, I went, oh God, this guy's good at wrestling. I'm gonna sit down. That's okay. Don't let anybody tell you can't do that. They're a fucking asshole, all right? So, I wanna sit down, and I decide that I need to get him on his ass, right? First and foremost, the easiest one for me, like, I get this like 9 times out of 10, is Kyle, scoot back a little bit. I kind of like bait the person in, right? I know that he wants to get a leg in between, right? And he wants to start this battle. I know that he wants that, so I'm gonna kind of let him think that that's about to come at me, right? So I'm gonna start scooting back, scooting back, scooting back, and as this lifts up, I'm ankle picking this and I'm pushing this down, okay? Some people are having PTSD right now because they know I've done that to them. It's okay, don't worry. You'll be able to do it to me one day, all right? So, I'm here, I'm stepping back, stepping back, stepping back. Okay? This is easy, okay? Doesn't take rocket science. One step, one step, one, and watch what I do, see? As he's stepping, I'm coming up to here, okay? I'm scooping, I have to push this hip down, and I'm like turning the bus wheel. Make sense? Let me turn. Sorry, redheaded stepchildren can see this. One. There. I now turn. I can come up if I want. Right? Questions? Let's give this one a try. This one's easy, so we should run through this. 1, 2, 3. What's up?
Left side, left-handed versus right.
Left-handed versus
so
right.
I'm left-handed, he's right-handed. As far as posture.
Yeah, so you're saying like you want to be on this side, but it makes more sense like to be like this.
This is what comes.
Ooh, that's a doozy. Well, let's fuck around and find out.
That's where I thought you get tables up right there.
Okay, yeah. So, I would say, if that's how I feel, the motion is still the same. Like I'm still doing this like technical stand-up motion. You're gonna see that like all throughout tonight, right? There's this tech stand motion. When your coach tells you to do this one, right? That's like one of the most like important motions that we can do with our hips. Now, sure, it may be like old school doing this one, don't kick me in the face, right? But this motion, I probably do in every single roll, right? So super important. I'm still making the same motion where instead of here and I'm grabbing, now I'm still pushing, but like I'm diving for this. Make sense? Any other questions before we move on? Good question, though. Very good.
If it's smooth, if his stance is low.
If his stance is low. Okay, stance is low, we're going to do the next one. Yeah, perfect question, because it sets us right up. So, next thing is maybe his stance is not super high. Maybe he's not following me, right? So I'm going to do this like Shin-on-shin. Okay? I'm going to come into him to be here. Now, very important that when I go Shin-on-shin, it has to be same side leg, at least for what we're doing, right? Same side leg. He's like coiled up, and our ankles are making love right here, all right? And I have to hug and keep this tight, all right? If I come this way, he's going to take my back. He's going to make me realize why my Reddit name is Zakk Sucks at BJJ, right? So, same side, and I'm here, okay? This is where like we start to get into like conceptually what I'm thinking about when I'm trying to wrestle up, which is I want his hands to touch the ground, okay? If I can get his hands to touch the ground, that means that his weight is on his hands, which then allows me to do my little tech stand motion, and I can start to wrestle, okay? If his weight and his head is over his hips and heavy, I'm not going to be able to do that. So as we're like continuously going through some of these tonight, always just remember like, hey, just try to get their hands on the mat. Because even if you can't finish the same way that I'm doing, that's fine. If you can just get their hands on the mat, you will find a way to wrestle up, okay? So, I'm here, right, sitting however I want to, right? I like to sit kind of crossed because I know I'm going to do this. I come in, I'm here, okay? I am going to do what a lot of people would do if they wanted to start like a leg lock entry, right? Because to do that, what else do I need? I need their hands on the mat, right? It's the same concept. I need their hands on the mat so that their ass is light and I can take the leg. The difference is we're not taking the leg, we're going to wrestle up. So I'm going to come here. I'm like hugging his knee onto my sternum. Oh shit, dude. Those hands are on the mat. I am now going to like kick out. I grab. I get to my knees. However you finish this, doesn't matter. Right? I'd probably do a front flip or something. But here, boom. Push up, right? Maybe he collapses. That's fine. See what I did? A little tech stand motion. Boom. To here. Okay. For the redheaded stepchildren. Here. Get those hands on the mat. I kick up. Okay. Questions? Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3. So, I guess, well, it doesn't matter as much, right? Like, if I end up being here, that's fine. What matters is that as I elevate the person, my foot is in a position to lift my hips, right? As long as I can lift my hips and do this, it's fine. So there's no wrong answer. Some people, they play little mental games with themselves. So like when they do this, they like make some little mistakes here, right? It doesn't matter. It's really like the most important thing, just get their hands on the mat, right? So I can do it this way, right? And I can do it this way too, right? So you're fine either way, okay? What else? Questions? Saw you guys John Wicking everybody out there. It's pretty sick. All right, next. Oh, wait. Yes.
It's a great, kind of like transitionary move from there. Because I was shelving his legs on my
What do you mean by transitionary move?
Well, so when you take him down, right?
Uh-huh.
Like where would you go to next?
I told you, man, I'd do a front flip. To me, that's not as important, right? Because it really just depends how they land.
Okay.
I'm always going to try to go towards the back if I can. But a lot of times what ends up happening is once the person is elevated this way, right? They do this like Hail Mary to here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess the goal, like, get to a dominant position,
Okay.
right? But it really depends on how they land.
Okay.
Because you are kind of scrambling once you start wrestling. All right. What else? Any other questions?
Do you have any recommendations, like, if the person drops straight down, now you're in really
Yeah, it's
a lot
hard.
of trouble,
Yeah,
right?
it's hard.
So, any recommendations to kind of put that down?
So usually that happens from like, I didn't like extend this leg enough, and then they're just here, right? Usually like, I'll just get this hand out, push, and be here. Because again, I just need his hands to touch the mat. So when they start to get heavy this way, I'm usually gonna push them in this direction so that they can do this. Make sense?
Thank you.
Moving on. Good? All right. What's up?
Yeah, real quick. Whenever they are already posted with their hands on the
Uh-huh.
mat, leg stretch, to prevent that one, at what height would you put your hand over the knee, or because you rotate, then grab it, and you do like a leg drag motion, catch in the back?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Absolutely, yes, you can. Okay? That's going to depend on like how deep you go with your arm, right? Some people like right here. I like as deep as possible, so you totally can do that. Okay? All right, moving on. Also, other disclaimer. If you have questions, please come find me. I will answer as many questions as you need to. Okay? Next. What were we doing? Oh, yeah. All right. So now we're still in this standing position. Here's like one of my favorite that I do a lot. I do it from like reverse de la riva. Hope I don't offend anybody by saying that name. Right? This is another one. Like this is like a 9 times out of 10 position for me. Okay, so pretty high success rate. Right? I am going to hop up. I'm gonna drop this leg behind me and do this like, call it like this like 90-90 position, right? From here to here, okay? Boom. You know, maybe Kyle's really good at jiu-jitsu. He's not, okay? But maybe today he's really good at jiu-jitsu, all right? You see? Fucking sucks, dude. So, I'm here. I'm dropping this behind, and as this is falling, I'm dropping this behind me, okay? I have this like, almost like a triangle between my legs. I'm like this, right? Remember what I said. Either one, get their hands on the ground, but remember, this motion is super important. This tech standing motion. We are making that same motion, but now his leg is trapped in between my calf and my hamstring. And I'm making the same motion to here. Okay? So, this one's super easy. We can run through this a million times. Boom. Super important that I'm like hugging this backside, similar to how we were here, right? I'm not coming this way, not like this. I'm here. His like side of his shin is on my body, at his knee, kind of like in my sternum. And I have this nice frame. If he tries to like drive energy into me, well, I'm good. Got a nice frame, keep my head over my hips. And I am raking this leg And once I can get to the point where I reach that, I'm here to here. Okay? Don't worry, I got you guys, all right? So, I'm here. Kyle sucks at jiu-jitsu, but today he's good at jiu-jitsu. Boom. This nice clamped, even if he tries to like step and get it out, right? I'm following him, okay? I spring him. I start to text him to rake. Once I can reach that with the opposite hand, I'm pulling. Okay? Questions? What's up?
What's the key to not being guillotined?
The key to not being guillotined is, it's a good question, keeping my ear as like tight to his thigh as I can. If I like do this, guillotine, yeah, and he can get that in. Oh God. If I go on the opposite side, right? Oh God. Right, but if I stay nice and tight to here, once he starts to go and he gets focused on this. Does that work, Jim?
I want to hear the "Oh God" again.
Oh God. Good question. All right, 1, 2, 3. One of the things that I saw, forgive me, I didn't make it clear enough. You want to be like parallel with their side. Okay? If you're trying this like this, and then you're like, it's not working. Yeah, it's not going to work because his leg, stand on that leg, bends this way, right? So me trying to bend and rake this way isn't going to work. I'm like laterally on his side because it doesn't bend that way. So when I am driving my chest, oh dude, that's my next do kick, right? When I'm driving my chest into his knee, it's like putting pressure on this like IT band. Make sense? Okay, so if you felt a little bit of struggle, just try to get a little more on the side, okay? Questions? Pretty simple, right? What's up?
If they have a really wide base, you're not able to reach that initially.
Yeah, so I'm here and I can't just keep. Okay, if you can't reach the ankle, like just get to the hips. Okay, good question. Anything else? All right, next. X guard. And I'm really just trying to run through how I usually get to these, like the easiest ways for me to get their hands on the mat. So now, go to X guard. If your jiu-jitsu sucks and you don't know X guard, that's fine. Big Zakk's here to help you, okay? So, we'll stand like this, Kyle. One hand. Turn. Leg up on his hip. Underneath. Oh, shit, dude. All right. So, I have like a spring-loaded leg here. This leg is to keep him close. This leg is to push him away. Every guard has mostly every guard has like a pushing and a pulling effect to it, okay? I personally like to cup here and bring this like on my shoulder, okay? Some people like this, it's okay. Some people like this, it's fine. I'm not here to argue about your X guard, okay? But showing you what I like to cup this, okay? I cup the top of his knee, right? For whatever reason, like usually I'll maybe go this way, get him on his butt, extend this out, but we're trying to get him on his hands. So I'm extending out, and see, he's starting to get a little uncomfortable. I'm just turning to get him on his hands, okay? We're gonna come up to this elbow. I like this cup because I can like keep this kind of like leg draggy position. This single leg down, tech stand. Oh shit, dude, it's in everyone. Okay. Remember, once I'm on my knees, turn. Once I get to my knees, the exact finish isn't as important. Sometimes I'll come here, right? That's not as important. What is important is both hands on the mat in that motion, okay? Usually I'll come in, grab the ankle, and get him up, okay? Turn. Someone's not that good. Not smoking that. From here, I get him on his hands, starts to turn. Remember, I'm extending out and turning. Up on my elbow. I'm dropping this leg, the top side leg, drop it. Switch my hips. Get to the back. Okay? Get to the back, break the knee, whatever you need. Okay? Questions? Give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. One thing that I saw that I didn't explain enough. Here. Get him on his hands. Remember, top side leg is what's coming down, right? Top side leg comes here. Saw a lot of people that do this. Okay. Now that it's a very big difference because my goal in any sort of wrestle up and scramble is to I'm trying to get my hips as close to his hips as I can. So when I'm here, my hips can kind of stay in the same place. When I come here, my hips retreat. Make sense? All right. Questions? What's up?
How are you getting to your elbow? Like, are you falling on it and then posturing up, or?
So, here. Boom. Me, personally, I know, if I can just get to here, I can do this. Because his weight is, light right here. Because he's on his hands.
It's
right?
very heavy.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll do this. Okay. Make sense?
Yes.
I can't make eye contact. I want to make sure it makes sense. All right, we're gonna move on. Now we're on our knees. Kyle's always on his knees. All right. So now remember, if he has a really heavy base, okay, and that's a heavy base. Bro, what the fuck, man? All right. That's why sucks in jiu-jitsu. Everyone wants to do the scissor sweep. I learned that scissor sweep on my first day of jiu-jitsu and it's not working. So I try to scissor sweep him. What's he gonna do? Post. Oh my God. All right. He posts. Okay? If you think that because he posts, it's not working, that your jiu-jitsu sucks, it's because you didn't come to this class yet. But now we're here, and I'm gonna take care of you. All right? What do you think I'm going to do? His hands are on the mat?
Back up.
Check up. Boom. Okay? I try a scissor. I try to do it this way, whatever. Doesn't matter. I get that hand on the mat. His weight is there. I can tech and at least get to this dogfight position. Okay? Maybe I get crazy. All right? But try scissor sweep. Everybody knows scissor sweep. So try scissor sweep. When they go to post, feel that their weight is there. Drop that leg, tech up, and get in this dogfight position. Okay? Even if I see here, I never wrestled. I fucking suck at wrestling. If I look good, don't I? All right. Questions?
Yeah. Why not just take his post away, the hand that he's posting?
Take over here. I start doing this. It becomes like a strength battle. And as I'm pulling here, the post is to keep Kyle's head higher than his hips. Right? If you've ever taken Christian's defensive class, right? As long as he keeps his head over his hips, it's hard to sweep him. So as I'm pulling, Kyle's gonna get heavier on his hips. And then now what can't I do? I can't tech stand up. Make sense? Any other question? What's up?
Slap your arm up and it kind of slip off.
Slap your arm.
Yeah, like he's here and just put up.
Yeah, I mean, sure. But we're wrestling it. It's way cooler. 1, 2, 3. I mean, butterfly guard. So, I get in this battle, right? Usually come here. For whatever reason, can't swing them. What do you think I'm gonna do? Tackle. Grab this lat. And I start to finish, okay? So, if you don't remember the 4,000 things we covered tonight, if there's any 2 things to remember, what are they? Get their hands on the mat. Tech stand up. Good job, okay? I'm a We Defy Foundation volunteer operations staff member. It's my shirt, okay? Please, if you want to know more about how you can help veterans through jiu-jitsu, please come find me. I'm all about our organization, okay? Let's take a picture. I hope I made you guys laugh enough. We had a lot of fun tonight. Come to my class tomorrow.